Welcome back to Standard 7 Biology class. So, under the chapter Plant Life, you have learnt mainly about autotrophic nutrition, the process of photosynthesis, and heterotrophic nutrition. Next, we shall discuss about respiration in plants. What is meant by respiration? It is a process by which food is oxidized to produce carbon dioxide, water, and release energy. So, respiration is a process by which energy is released from the food we eat. So, in plants, where do respiration takes place? The process of respiration takes place partly in the cytoplasm of the cell and partly in the cell organelle, which is called as mitochondria. Let's see what are the basic steps involved in respiration. Air which contains oxygen is taken into the plant body through the minute pores present in the leaves called stomata. In all plant cells, a chemical reaction occurs in which the food molecule, that is glucose, are acted upon by oxygen and broken down into carbon dioxide and water. In this process, energy is also released. This energy is stored in the form of an energy-rich molecule which is called as ATP. The full form of ATP is adenosine triphosphate. These are the energy currency of the cell. So, which is the energy currency of the cell? ATP or adenosine triphosphate. This energy is used to carry out all the life functions of the plant. The waste products which is produced as a result of respiration is carbon dioxide and water. Water will be in the form of water vapor, and these two products, that is carbon dioxide and water, are released through the stomata. So these are the basic process involved in respiration. The process of respiration takes place in two ways, that is either in the presence of oxygen or in the absence of oxygen. So respiration is of two types, aerobic respiration and anaerobic respiration. Aerobic respiration is the type of respiration in which glucose is broken down in the presence of oxygen, and anaerobic respiration is the type of respiration in which glucose is broken down in the absence of oxygen. So to carry out aerobic respiration, oxygen is needed, but oxygen is not needed to carry out anaerobic respiration. Now, in which all organisms these two processes are taking place? Aerobic respiration takes place in almost all the living organisms, including plants. Anaerobic respiration takes place in microorganisms such as bacteria and yeast. In aerobic respiration, glucose is broken down completely into carbon dioxide and water in the presence of oxygen and releasing the energy in the form of ATP. In anaerobic respiration, glucose is only partially broken down, and the end products are ethanol, it is a type of alcohol, and carbon dioxide. The energy output in anaerobic respiration is much lesser than in aerobic respiration. In aerobic respiration, 38 molecules of ATP, that is energy, is produced, while in anaerobic respiration only 2 ATP is produced. So which process releases more energy? It is aerobic respiration which releases more energy. The organisms like yeast and bacteria which carry out anaerobic respiration is called as anaerobes. This is the word equation of aerobic respiration. Glucose plus oxygen gives carbon dioxide plus water plus energy. So here you can see oxygen is there. So this is aerobic respiration, and energy is released, that is 38 ATP molecules are released. So here more energy molecules are released. This is the word equation of anaerobic respiration. Here you can see that oxygen is not present. So since it is anaerobic respiration, oxygen will not be there. So glucose is partially broken down into alcohol, that is ethanol, carbon dioxide and energy. So here only 2 ATP molecules are released. So anaerobic respiration produces less energy than aerobic respiration. So which are the two types of respiration? Aerobic respiration and anaerobic respiration. Aerobic respiration is the type of respiration in which glucose is broken down in the presence of oxygen, while anaerobic respiration is the type of respiration in which glucose is broken down in the absence of oxygen. Now you know that plants do not have any specialized organ system for gaseous exchange, and they carry out exchange of gases through stomata by the simple process of diffusion. Stomata are present mostly on the undersurface of the leaves and on young stems. In older woody stem, stomata will not be present, it will be replaced by lenticels. Lenticels are pores which is present in woody stem which helps in gaseous exchange. Now you have studied about photosynthesis as well as respiration in this chapter. So can you find out the differences between photosynthesis and respiration? Plants carry out respiration and photosynthesis simultaneously during the day, and these two processes almost complement each other in terms of consumption in respiration. That means in respiration, glucose is consumed or it is broken down to release energy, and production in photosynthesis means in photosynthesis, glucose is synthesized or glucose is produced. This table shows the differences between photosynthesis and respiration. Photosynthesis is the process by which plants manufacture food. Respiration is the process by which food is broken down to liberate energy. Photosynthesis requires sunlight and thus can take place only during the day, while in respiration, sunlight is not necessary and hence it takes place throughout the day and night. In photosynthesis, energy for the process is obtained from the sunlight and is converted into chemical energy of food. In respiration, energy is liberated during the process in the form of ATP. In photosynthesis, carbon dioxide is used and oxygen is released, while in respiration, oxygen is used and carbon dioxide is released. Photosynthesis takes place only in the cells of green leaves and young stems, while respiration takes place in all the cells of the plant. The word equation of photosynthesis is water plus carbon dioxide gives glucose plus oxygen. The word equation of respiration is food or glucose plus oxygen gives energy plus water plus carbon dioxide. So these are the differences between photosynthesis and respiration. With this, we come to the end of the fourth chapter, Plant Life. Hope you have understood the chapter. So we wind up today's class. Thank you and have a nice day.